it's Vicky. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to make some more Thanksgiving sides for you. Today I'll be making my famous cornbread stuffing, acorn squash with pear and cranberries, and asparagus and onions. These three go together so well, the flavors play off each other. So yummy, it's a harmony in your mouth. First we'll start with butternut squash and a pear, chopped onto a baking dish. Then melt a half a stick of butter, add a half tablespoon of poultry seasoning, a 1/4 teaspoon cayenne, and some salt and pepper. Mix until it's all melted together. Then pour on top of the squash and pears. Mix that together. Bake at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure they have plenty of space so they bake well. While that's doing its thing, we're going to slice our onion too thin. Over real low heat, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of olive oil and a tablespoon of butter. Onions in. We're going to caramelize them. It'll take a good 10 minutes. Take your time. We're really looking for a good color. It makes our sweet onions even sweeter. Onions are almost ready, so we're going to start on the asparagus. Now, what I heard is you're supposed to test asparagus like this. And that's where you're supposed to cut this much off. You just cut it off where it starts to change color, and you'll be fine. We're going to cut them on an angle in bite-sized pieces and put them in a pot to steam for about 3 minutes. When the onions are caramelized and they have this nice deep golden color, we're going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of Dijon, salt and pepper, tablespoon of thyme. Mix that up a little bit. And then toss in our asparagus. Delicious. Put everything in the bowl. Normally for Thanksgiving, I would just put them in a Tupperware in the fridge and heat them up. I'm gonna put on top just for a little extra garnish, a little extra something to make it look pretty. Let's give her a little taste. For my famous cornbread stuffing, you're going to need to make a box of this Jif cornbread mix a couple of days ahead to make sure that it gets stale and ready to absorb the butter. Unfortunately, folks, there's really no shortcut here. I gotta tell you, I've tried using the pre-made cornbread mix and my homemade cornbread mix. I'm telling you, nothing works better than this little box of amazing Jif cornbread. It just does what you need. Then crumble up your cornbread a little bit, and you pour a stick of butter on, and let that absorb and soak in. On a high heat, we're going to brown our sausage. Tennessee Pride is perfect for this. When browned well, we're going to add in our onions and celery. This is so easy. I don't know why I don't make it more often. I mean, everybody loves it. Best stuffing ever invented. Mix that up. Add about a tablespoon of poultry seasoning while that's sauteing. When your onions are translucent, it means they gave away all of that delicious flavor. Oh, it smells so good in here. Time to add our garlic and parsley. Stir that up pretty good. I'm going to turn off the heat. Garlic, you just stir around the bowl a few spins. Just a couple spins around the bowl with the garlic. So you smell it. I'm gonna add in our cornbread and about a half a can to a can of chicken stock. Chicken stock's gonna be your friend on Thanksgiving. It fixes everything. Turkey's dry, add a little chicken stock. Turkey's not done all the way, add some chicken stock and put it in the microwave or the oven a little longer. Vegetables overdone, add some chicken stock and milk. Now you have a vegetable soup. Like it was made to be that way. You want it to be a little wet because it's going to be in the oven for another half hour or so. It'll dry out there. You don't want it dry here. When it's Thanksgiving, I make the stuffing a day ahead and put it in the dish that I'm going to serve it in, and then bake it after I take the turkey out for about 30 minutes while the turkey is sitting. You're gonna love making these sides and eating them. They taste great separately, but together it's like, boom. You got tart cranberry, savory stuffing, and the fresh asparagus just kind of rounds it all out. Let's give it a taste. The caramelized onions mixed with the asparagus, they were just made to go together. It's so super good. That's good. It was really good. The butternut squash with those tart cranberries, just a little pop in there. You need that. And they go together so well. Just a hint of heat with that cayenne. I like it. And everybody knows how great my stuffing is. I hope you like my videos. I sure did love making them. I'll see you next time. Yeah. I'm not gonna wait for Thanksgiving all the time to make this terrific stuffing. It's actually inspired by Emeril Lagasse. And just a side note, butternut squash, I love it to death. It's a little challenging to chop up, but it's Thanksgiving. Do something super special.